everybody, welcome back here to the Mountain Race Series. We're taking the series up here in Pennsylvania in the Pocono Hills and everything. Here today, Pocono is where we're at today. As you see, Pocono Raceway. Race 15 getting ready to go underway here. As I am really not doing good to start off this video, but anyway. A lot of craziness could happen today, I'm not sure. This has been a hassle of a track to figure out, so I don't know what to expect. Hopefully some good racing, because it's either clean and green as I continue to fail, or it's going to be a wreck fest. So hopefully it's maybe a mixture of some good racing. There might be some wrecks, I don't know. But anyway, enough about me rambling on. We're here today for race 15 of the season here at Pocono Raceway for the running of the Party in the Poconos 400. On the pole today in the Pittsburgh Steelers paint scheme, Sean Hindley. That's ironic how that happened, but randomizing does a lot of magical things, I guess. He's on the pole for the second time this season. On the outside of him is the defending champion James McLeod in the 5. Row 2 has Steve Gonzalez, who was so close to winning a Coca-Cola once again, still looking for that first win. He starts 3rd. Outside of him is good friend Joseph Lombard, starts 4th. The highest qualifying rookie, Row 8 Vader View, who actually won the nationwide race up in Boston. He starts 5th today, looking to get a good run at first win in the Cup Series. Outside of him is Danny Wells in the 29. I'm going to do this view. Row 4 has Trent Dunham and Aaron Reed. And round out the top 10 is Charles Jackson and Ryan Juke. And we saw last week Richard Johnson have a hit in the standings, took a bad wreck and lost a big chunk of his points lead. He's only up 18 points over Joshua Collard, 27 over Trent Dunham. And I mean, it's really closed the gap. Richard Johnson, I believe, is starting about 27th, I want to say. And I don't know where Collard is, who's the biggest threat to take the points lead. He's about up in the top 15, I believe. So Collard are in a better shape and position right now than the points leader, Richard Johnson, whose points lead might be in jeopardy for the first time in weeks. But anyway, without further ado, let's get ready to get this race going. And a quiet introduction. But anyway, I just remembered. Oh.
Just like I told the employees in the meeting, we don't need anything over the top today.
Anyway, the field's going by. Let's take a look at today's starting lineup for the days. Party in the Poconos 400. Alright guys, here's looking at your starting lineup for today's race as the pace car's heading around to make the turn down pit road as we begin a 20-lap race here at Pocono Raceway. Sean Hindley and James McLeod lead them down to the green flag here to this very long straightaway, probably the longest in the series. And the green flag is out and the Party in the Poconos 400 is underway. Like I said, don't know what to expect. This part, have to be careful, especially coming out of the tunnel turn. And James McLeod's getting a heck of a run on the outside on Sean Hindley. He's carrying that momentum on the outside, which is the preferred place at this track for some reason. The bottom actually doesn't work. And McLeod's going to clear Sean for the lead. Going to this corner, everybody has to be careful. Joseph Lombard in a really bad spot with Steve Gonzalez. Everybody makes it through the first lap. That's what I was worried about. Danny Wells trying to make it 3 wide there in the 29. It's a battle for 3rd. Gonzalez and Lombard are racing hard as Sean Hindley is pulled back into the back bumper of the defending champion, James McLeod. They're basically almost drafting together to pull away from the rest of the pack. Almost have half a second up on 3rd place, Steve Gonzalez. And here comes Sean Hindley for the race lead on James McLeod. Even the Pittsburgh Steelers paint scheme, his favorite NFL team. loves to run it here in Pocono whenever he's representing the team. Couldn't get the run off the corner. There is a prime example of how the bottom is not going to work right now. We'll have to catch him off guard on the high side. Henley might actually lose second place here to Gonzalez as McLeod tries to pull away. Ooh, Gonzalez slides up into him. Got to be careful there, guys. Lombard. Oh, we got problems in the back. Oh, hard wreck. I saw Jake Rogers, Zohar Mine, and a couple others involved. There's Rogers. Oh, Jacob Lawler, the Napa Toyota, is destroyed on the front end of that car. He ran the back of somebody, I believe. Zohar got a little bit of that. And that's the car I think Jacob ran the back of right there. Pichu London. He's had a dismal run as of late. Ever since he lost that Talladega race, it seemed like this 42 car had a lot of bad luck. Not what he needed. Pichu London 7th in the standings. This could be problems for him. Jacob Lawler and Jake Rogers head to pit road as James McLeod continues to lead. It has been a very disappointing campaign so far for McLeod. Switching over from the 25 over now to the 5 car. Hindley's basically driving that car, but for a different team, Tweenix Racing. And McLeod's over here driving the 5 car at Hendrick Motorsports. Didn't lead the team, but just has been a struggle. Has not been in contention for hardly anything. He had a good run, I think, earlier back in the season at Bristol. He got like a 3rd place finish or something. But other than that, almost nothing. As you see, Jake Rogers still sitting on pit road, and Jacob Lawler has officially retired from today's race in the 56 as a tough break for him. He'll finish dead last today, as he didn't even make it a quarter of the way through this race here today at Pocono. Right now, McLeod, Hindley, and Steven Gonzalez have all made a little bit of a gap on the rest of the field. Danny Wells now moves up to 4th. Joseph Lombard is now in 5th. And the first side-by-side battle is between Rohit Vaderview and Trent Dunham. That's for 6th, and Rohit's going to hang on. Trent started 7th, still running 7th. Charles Jackson, Aaron Reed are battling out for 8th and 9th. And top 10 battle, Sean Galligan from Floorbank with Brian Juke. Sean Galligan, last week's winner at Coca-Cola Super Speedway, got his first career win. Following up so far today and pretty nicely. Running right outside the top 10, trying to get into the top 10 if you can get around the 28. Justin Harry, unfortunately, a couple of Joe Gibbs racing cars are up here on the outside behind him. And there's probably the guy we're going to be watching for a while this season right there on the inside in that 27, John Dillon. 2 quick victories this season, the Daytona 500 champion and the winner at Atlanta. Are in good shape for a wild card spot. All he has to do is either get in the top 10 or stay in the top 20, and he's in good shape. Right during the top 20 part, he came in here 13th in the standings. And there is the 44, Joshua Collard, who is in the best position to overtake Richard Johnson for the points lead. He's going to give it the spot to John Dillon. We're getting single file, looks like, at the moment. He's getting a challenge from his teammate right there, Cody Birmingham in the 43, with help from Cody Lamas there in the 48. Jack Richards right there. There's Seth Cole and Noah Hart. Running Budweiser for the first time in his tenure in this car. Joshua Mudd, and I'm going to back up a little bit. I just looked back to the points leader. It's actually falling back. He's in the Bud Light paint scheme this week. Richard Johnson back here behind Daniel Hummel and racing with Michael Norman and others. Richard Johnson crossed the line in 31st place. And Collard was 16th. I think he's still in favor of Johnson as the points leader, as Tim Walsh is going for a spot him in the 3 car. But that points lead shrinking ever so much with every spot Johnson gives up, and his Collard can continue to move his way up. We got to be careful not to get into each other right there. That'd be the one thing Johnson doesn't want to see. A couple of Roush cars in the bottom working their way up, but nothing's going on at the front at the moment. That's why I'm checking this right now. Michael Norman, Ryan Acosta, Xavier Livingston, new colors this week. Dom Capps, James Silverfox, Andreas Allen, who started that last year. James Qualls, not having a good day as well with his other Joe Gibbs teammates. Go back up a little bit. And there's Collard once again. They're actually hung up behind the slow car, Pichu London. He's already 1 lap down. London's right now running in the 39th position. Zohar Mudden and Jake Rogers are also 1 lap down. Go back up toward the front. Joseph Lombard and Danny Wells have closed up on Sean Hindley. And Steve Gonzalez actually is taking 2nd place away from Sean. They're 3 wide for the 4th position. Almost did. Rohit Vaderview thought better of it. Wells, Lombard, and then now Charles Jackson now on the outside. Charles Jackson, another driver needing a really good run. It's been a dismal run in the Mountain Dew Race Series for that driver. He had terrible luck, hasn't made the chase yet. His alter ego, Jack Richards, has won a championship, but Charles, on the other hand, has not had the luck. Moved over from his familiar 15 car at Michael Waltrip Racing. Now he's driving the 14 for Stuart Haas Racing. Charles just trying to get a good run. He's been in the same situation as James McLeod and Sean Henley and others. A couple of those guys up here at the front. Just can't get a good run going, a good streak of runs to get him up in the point standings. Jackson's 36th in the standings, McLeod's 38th, Henley's 29th. Rohit Vaderview on the other hand, I thought he was a little bit higher. He's 25th. So, I mean, there's a lot of good drivers up here needing good runs that have struggled to get out of the box this season. And like I said, either this race is going to be very clean or it's going to be a wreck fest. And as of right now, it's turned to a pretty clean race, which is good. So they're not piling up and taking up half the field like the last couple of weeks. A couple of teammates right here. Robert Yates Racing Cars, Aaron Reed and Brian Juke right now running 9th and 10th. Good run for them. Trent Dunham up here. Steve Gonzalez, wow, he just lost a couple of spots right there. He had just gave up second place back to Sean Henley. He's going to retain third or way. He'll stay in front of Danny. Danny's going to fall back in line in fourth. Now, one thing that's going to play crucial right here, probably determining this race, there will be one pit stop, and hopefully nobody gets the pit stop glitch. Old Charles Jackson sliding up in the Rohit Vaderview. He really wants that spot right in front of his good friend Trent Dunham in the banana boat paint scheme. Trent's another driver going to take a big time advantage of the points. Right now running 8th on the racetrack. Came in 3rd in the standings. Trent has a great opportunity, as well as the guy up there in 3rd place right now, Steve Gonzalez. He came in 4th in the standings. A couple guys needing a good run. Try to gain ground on Richard Johnson. A win would help both of those guys out tremendously. Neither have won yet this season. Steven's still on that outside looking in, trying to get that first win. Same to be said about Joseph Lombard in 5th place. He's had a quiet season for in that 24 car. Lombard's really not been talked about much. He's 21st in the standings, but he's just been here and there. Had a good shot at winning at Las Vegas, and that went out the window. I think he hit the wall that race. But nonetheless, he's ran well. And we got a little bit of a battle going on for the lead. Sean Henley is catching up to McLeod. I'm thinking back now, McLeod and his struggling season 2 seasons ago back, he only won one race that season. You know where that was at? Pocono. Where's he leading at right now? Pocono. The irony of that, I don't know if that's a sign for a bad season to come or what. It wasn't this event, it was the other Pocono race he won, but nonetheless, a former winner here at Pocono. And honestly, I can't tell you who won last season, so I don't know. I think Zach Carlson won one, so I don't know if that was the race he won or the other one. I don't know. Like I said, I can't keep up with stuff that happened yesterday, so. Anyway, McLeod's paced the field. We're halfway through the race. He's led every lap so far. He started on the outside of the pole. Got around Sean Henley at the start with the run on the outside. Oh, Danny Welch got shot from Joseph Lombard. As they're freight training Steven Gonzalez, who's starting to slip back a little bit. Here comes Rohit Vaderview in the Jerry Springer paint scheme. He's going to take 5th place away from Steven. Oh, he's going after Joseph for 4th. He really tried. He might actually get the 24 right here. He's going to be able to clear him. If he does that, well, I was going to say, that would have been like the first person to actually make an inside pass work. He couldn't clear Joseph. Here comes Charles Jackson after Steven Gonzalez for 6th place. And other than that, nothing really has changed right now. And Rohit's actually going to get that spot. Oh, no, he didn't. I spoke too soon. Steven's going to try to make a heck of a run on the outside to get that spot, or Rohit's going to clear him. Steven's trying to get back in the top 5. Lombard's cleared. He's taking 4th. Oh, he tried to block. Gonzalez is there. You got to keep an eye on this. These guys come up in this corner. Their tires are worn out. They're going to start sliding. Right here, and they catch corner panel. This over. Steven doesn't want to have his car destroyed over there in the infield. Still, we have had a fairly clean race, and I forgot we were supposed to check that replay out. Before pit stops happen, we're going to go back now and check the replay out, see what happened to drivers that include Jacob Lawler, Zohar Mutton, Pichu London, see, I think I said Jake Rogers and Jacob Lawler and all of them. Yeah, I think I've said like 3 different times the same name. But anyway, let's go back and see what happened there off the tunnel turn that had a 4-car incident and see what happened. Alright, this is what happened over here in the tunnel turn. That prime example of sliding up like I was talking about. Jacob Lawler unfortunately did that. Gets into Jake Rogers. They hooked together. They actually collect Pichu London in the process. Zohar Mutton he just caught the back end of that 9 car. Did James Qualls get a piece of that in the 11? Nope. Qualls avoided it. Good job by that 11 car avoiding it. And the worst end of the deal ended up going to Jacob Lawler, who ran right into Pichu London. Pancaked the front end of that Toyota. Rogers goes around and gets some damage. As well as Zohar Mutton and Pichu London, we saw the rear end damage on that Target Chevrolet. That's basically what happened there. Not really much other than Jacob Lawler unfortunately being taken out of this race. As you see, too much damage on that 56 car. The others have continued on, have won a lap down. But the big hit right there definitely was that 42. 7th in the standings coming in for Pichu London. really going to hurt him today unless something happens that he can gain some points. But anyway, going back to live action, James McLeod is still the race leader here at Pocono. Alright, we're back, and like I said, in the replay, Lawler is the only driver that dropped out. The others are a lap down. And Sean Henley is starting to close back in on James McLeod. Now, we saw Roy Bayerview almost make a pass work on the inside. It's going to come down to timing of it, and if you're going to be able to get some help a little bit. The draft seems to be a big factor in this. And I'm starting to wonder when these guys are going to start making pit stops. And I believe Steven Gonzalez, yes he is, here comes Steven, along with Trent Dunham. How ironic. Steven Gonzalez and Trent Dunham come down to pit road together. I don't know if that was planned or not. Dom Caps and the 22s also down pit road, but it looks like they're the only three takers right here. A Toyota, a Chevy, and a Dodge coming down pit road for the first round of pit stops. As we go back up to the front, Sean Henley is making a charge at James McLeod for the lead. A 4-car breakaway with Chevrolets that also include Danny Wells and Joseph Lombard. All the way together. They might actually be getting ready to pick, so it doesn't look like they're making a move just at the moment. Danny's all over Sean. Doesn't look like he's going to make the move just yet. I think these guys are going to be pitting. Steven, Trent, and Dom are already out. Not this lap. See if anybody else makes a pit stop this time by. Aaron Williams Jr. in the 88. We haven't talked about him today. He's coming down pit road. He's going to give up the 22nd spot to pit. He's all by himself, looks like. It's going to be key to see where that 55 and that 1 end up. Trent could actually gain a lot of ground with Steven making that early pit stop. Danny Wells tried to make a move on Sean Henley. It's probably cost him a little bit of ground right there, making that bottom trying to work. Didn't quite work out. He got drafting help from Joseph Lombard. Roy Bayerview is now up to 5th. Charles Jackson and these other guys are going to try to play catch up. Mostly no passing at the moment. Actually, it looks like they're probably getting ready to pit. More than likely, this is why they're single filing up like this. They're probably going to pit this time. If not, then I don't know. Oh, Sean's going to be pitting. I think they're all pitting. Oh, not everybody. The top 4 are pitting. Roy Bayerview, Charles Jackson, Aaron Reed, and Ryan Juke and others stay out. Got this round of pit stops beginning. Here comes a big group of them. James McLeod, Sean Henley. I can't even person. I want to. Danny Wells, Joseph Lombard, Sean Galligan, Cody Birmingham, Alex Jones, Andreas Allen are on pit road. Like I said, it's going to be key where that 55 and that 1 end up. Compared to these other guys, it's probably going to be the battle for the lead. So they all come down. Looks like they're going to take some tires. I don't know if anybody's going to gamble. Oh, Cody Birmingham, Sean Galligan. They're already leaving. Oh. Strategy right there with the 21 and the 43. Henley lost a lot of ground coming off pit road. Oh, and there's Steven Gonzalez. Him and Trent Dunham are already going by him. And there's the difference right there. They've been out drafting with each other. Now it's going to be them 1-2 right now, I believe. That is going to be crucial. And the 21, the 43, both a couple drivers are gambling. There's Aaron Williams Jr. Look at the ground these guys made up by pitting early. These guys that were running out back are now going to be up here. See if these other guys pitted. And everybody else is pitting. Did anybody run each other over? This happened before. Looks like everybody's okay. Basically looks like the rest of the field is out. I think there might be a couple of drivers that stayed out. And the only person I see that stayed out is Noah Hart in the 8 car. He's had a struggle so far since he's taken over that 8 car from Barney Ward. I don't think he's going to be able to make it. He's probably going to pit this time by. It's probably going to hurt him. Noah Hart stayed out and led a lap. I believe that might be his first lap he's led in the season. Yeah, I can hear him slowing down. Looks like he's going to be pitting this time by. Go back up here as these guys are coming off pit road. There's going to be a lot of ground loss for these guys. Still believes, man, there's a lot of cars. Oh, Cody Lamas up here. Rotor Vaderview actually got out in front of Steven Gonzalez. Oh, that's not what Steven wanted to see. Going to make contact with him. He knows he has to get around him. And Trent Dunham's going to make it 3 wide for that position, which could potentially be the race lead. Oh, Steven's thinking 1 car, really? There's Noah Hart. He's coming off pit road now. There comes the leaders in the background right there. Charles Jackson. Oh, I see Cody Lamas. He's coming back down pit road. I don't know if he's... Why is he coming back down? Oh, it's been kind of Cody's season other than his Auto Club win. I don't know why he's pitting. But Brian James is also pitting. These guys are up. I don't know. That's weird. I hope they don't get glitched. And it looks like they did. Apologize to those 2 guys. It looks like right now Rohit Vaderview is leading. Noah Hart, I just noticed him back there. He just found a spot in line. And the faces up at the front had changed. You know, McLeod's back here. You only see Sean Hindley and Joseph Lombard. And there's Lombard. I always know where Hindley's at. There he is. He was a big loser on this round, and that's about all she wrote right there. A lot of these guys have pitted earlier up there, and there's Joshua Collard, who's going to be up in the top 10, I believe. Maybe. But we have 2 laps to go, and Rohit Vaderview, who won the nationwide race up in Boston, is leading. He's trying to sweep the weekend. And Steve Gonzalez and Trent Dunham, I guess they thought they had the strategy won, and just one car got ahead of them. And that was this 51 car. Oh, Steven has been in this spot so many times, and he doesn't want it to happen again. Trent Dunham right behind him. Sean Galligan's up there with Charles Jackson. They make out the top 5. Cody Birmingham, Ryan Juke, Noah Hart's up to 8th, Aaron Williams Jr. 9th, and 10th place is right here with Justin Perry. And James McLeod, the dominant car all day, is running 11th place. Danny Wells up there in 12th. And then you saw Lombard and Hindley are further back. That's a tough break after running up front all day. But this time by will be the white flag. 1 lap to go here in the party in the Poconos 400 for Rohit Vaderview, looking for his first career Mountain Dew Race Series victory. He's got a lap to go. Can he hang on and stay in front of Steve Gonzalez, Trent Dunham, and now Charles Jackson, who's picking up there in the draft and making the 4-car race for the win? Rohit slides up just a little bit. Steven needed some help from Trent if he wants to have any chance at this. Steven, I don't even know how many times he finished second this season or been up there bound for the win on the last lap, and it looks like it's going to happen again. Trent Dunham's actually going after him for that spot, and they're going to make contact, and that's probably just going to give the race away to Rohit Vaderview right there. Trent making that move. And doesn't look like any kind of move's going to be made. And coming off the final corner, off turn 4 for the final time here at Pocono Raceway, it's going to be the Jerry Springer car. Rohit Vaderview, the rookie, is going to sweep the weekend here, and he wins his first career Mountain Dew Race Series victory. I should have said that wrong again. But Rohit Vaderview picks up his first career Mountain Dew Race Series victory. He takes the party in the Poconos 400. I apologize. I did all that good commentating just to screw up at the finish. No surprise. Oh well. Rohit Vaderview is your winner. Steve Gonzalez, hashtag second place. Steven, when are you going to win one, buddy? Well, it looked like to be the brilliant strategy. It gained Trent some spot, but Steven just couldn't get that one spot he wanted more than anything. And it looks like there was a car on the apron back here. That's Brian James. He's out of gas. I think Cody Lamas is out of gas. I don't know what happened to them. I apologize to you guys for the glitch or whatever. Waiting for this to finish is going to take a while because Brian James's car. So I have to probably wait on that. And then Cody, I think, dropped out of the race. Waiting these cars in the backstretch. Oh, and they're piling up. Whoa, Tim Freilich, Tim Walsh, and Red Bell destroyed their cars. That's one way to go home. Richard Johnson there, Andreas Allen got a little bit of that. And they all just slowed up. I think they saw Brian James, who got a lot of damage to the back of that 6 car. I just wait until everybody gets done before anything happens. But, race in the books. Rohit Vaderview is your winner. Congrats to him and the whole 51 team over at Tweenix Racing. Getting their first win of the season. Steve Gonzalez, Trent Dunham, Charles Jackson, Sean Gallagher in your top 5. You got Cody Birmingham, Ryan Juke, Noah Hart, Aaron Williams Jr., and Justin Perry rounds out the top 10. James McLeod, who was a dominant car all day, guess waiting too long to pit basically determined the race. He finished with a 1 in his position, just 2 ones instead of 1, so he gets 11th. Danny Wells, Joshua Collard, ended up 13th place. Don't know if he's going to be the new points leader or not. Got to keep an eye on Steven and Trent as well. They really made a run for that as position. I have to see where Richard Johnson finishes, who's not even in the top 28, I believe. Joseph Lombard, Aaron Reed, your top 15. You got Dom Capps, Dylan Young, Sean Hindley, the poster ended up 18th. That's a tough break for him as well. He was really looking for big points today. Alex Jones and Kurt Morton round out your top 20. Jack Richards, John Dillon, Joshua Mudd, Seth Cole, and Daniel Hummel, your top 25. Followed by Ryan Acosta, Andreas Allen, who started last, ended up 27th. Made a good amount of ground up right there. Tim Freilich, William Duncan, Xavier Livingston, your top 30. And then 31st is James Qualls, Red Bell, 32nd, Tim Walsh, 33rd. Richard Johnson ended up 34th place today. And where did I say Collard finished? He finished 13th. I think, let's see. 13th, 34th. Yeah, it looks like Joshua Collard's going to be the new points leader by about 3 points, I believe. Something close to that. I don't know. Don't judge my math. But it might be a new points leader. Johnson, second week in a row with a bad race. Just couldn't make up ground. And just fell back. Michael Norman, James Silverfox, Pichu London, Zohar Munn, all on the lead lap. Jake Rogers lapped down 39th. And then the two glitchers, Cody Lamas ran out of gas, finished 40th. Brian James basically the same, caused that pile up right there at the end. He'll end up 41st, and Jacob Aller was wrecked out early in today's race. He'll end up dead last in the 56. Now, I think everybody's doing, so don't worry about that. Race 15. Okay. And the reason I had to overwrite that, it corrupted again on me, so this is the second take of this race, unfortunately. But that is it from Pocono. Hopefully this one doesn't corrupt again. This one's be the official race. But Rohit Vairview is your winner today. He sweeps the weekend of race 15 for both series and the Mopar Nationwide Series up in Boston. And he wins today here in the Mountain Race Series here at Pocono. Congrats to Rohit Vairview. Big time. I don't know if that's ever happened before actually in my series. Rohit might just pull something off that's never been done before in my series, so that could be huge. I really don't remember if it has been done or not, but oh well. Rohit, like I said, he came in here 25th in the standings, should be up there in the top 20 now, and a wild card contender now, so that should be big for that 51 team. But enough about me blabbering. Thanks again for watching today's race here at Pocono, the party in the Poconos 400 here at the Mountain Race Series. Remember to comment, like, subscribe, and comment, like I said, with your own discretion, because it's pretty bad still. So I'll try to keep up with it. I need you guys to still comment. I'm going to start checking again. And anyway, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and comment everything like I said. Just keep up with the channel and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time here in the Mountain Race Series and the Mopar Nationwide Series. And one last time, congratulations to Rohit Vairview and the whole 51 Tweenix Racing team for winning today here at Pocono and picking up their first career victory.